What's up, YouTube? It's Cody back again. I wanted to talk real quick about something, and it's dieting. People need to stop doing diets. And well, let me cut that back. People need to stop looking at diets as I'm gonna do this for a little while, and it's gonna help me lose weight, and then I'm gonna go back and do whatever I'm gonna do and eat regular. Because there's no such thing as eating regular. And a diet is you shouldn't look at a diet like, oh, he's on a diet, that means he's not eating this or that. You know, you need to mold yourself into having a way of life of eating. Like, your diet is now your way of life. That doesn't mean in the future you can't have a slice or two of pizza or have a beer or have some type of cake or some type of ice cream, whatever it may be. It just means that you're consciously making decisions and knowing, like, one of the biggest ways people gain weight and they never get it off is because they have a little voice inside their head that is telling them, oh, it's okay that you can, that you have this snack. Oh, you know what? It probably won't hurt me if I have another one. But then eventually it turns into an addiction. And eventually that addictive voice that wants you to eat all those cookies and donuts and stuff takes control. And like I was talking about before, discipline snowballs, and so does lack of discipline. So the more lack of discipline you get, the more it's going to snowball and take over your life. And that's what happened to me. I had discipline. I lost weight when I was a kid, got nice and skinny. I maintained my weight for 4 or 5 years, probably 5-6 years actually. But then I gained 200 pounds. And you know how long it took me to gain 200 pounds? A year, probably a year and a half at most. But it was very fast. And that's because I stopped caring what I was eating. And, when I was skinny and stuff in high school, maintaining my weight, occasionally I would have a snack. I would have a Hot Pocket or a donut, or I'd have a coffee or cake or pie at Thanksgiving or whatever it was. But then that was it, if you ever watch those shows called My 300 Pound or 3,000 Pound Life or whatever they're called, most of those people have this mindset where it's almost like denial. They're in denial. Like, a lot of us are in denial sometimes about what we are actually doing wrong with ourselves. And you have to develop that discipline and that self-control. So stop thinking about diets. Like, I'll make videos and tell people how they can lose weight quickly. Like, one of them, 1 meal a day. That's how I lost a crap ton of weight. Fasting. It works fantastic. You got to be careful. There's things you do have to be careful for. And with that, like, my iron got low at one point when I was fasting, but I'll talk about that in another video. But like let's say Atkins diet. Like, some people go into Atkins diet and some of them never get off of it because that just becomes their lifestyle. The best thing you can do is, like, let's say you're going to go on a keto diet. You go on a keto diet and you might follow some plan, but you just got to learn how to mimic that plan. You got to find alternatives for the foods that you like pizza or whatever. There was a time in this country that this wasn't a thing, where obesity wasn't as bad as it was, and we didn't have as good of food as we do now. We have crazy good food now that didn't exist 100 years ago. 100 years ago, a man couldn't overeat, or a woman couldn't overeat, because you had to make sure your family ate. You only had, you were lucky to get certain things. Now we have such an abundance of things, and we have all these crazy foods with all these crazy chemicals in it, or just amazing taste food that we get addicted to. And people don't think that this stuff is basically poison in a way. It is poison. Like, certain foods are poison. And, like, let's say you were making a poison to kill a rat. What kind of poison are you going to make to kill that rat? For example, you're going to you're going to make a poison that when there's like, let's say cheese, let's say there's a slice of regular cheese and then there's this block of poison, they're going to scientifically create it so those mice are, even if they're right next to each other, the mouse is going to go eat the poison instead of the cheese. For example, like human beings, like, are you going to go get a burger from a Fat Burger, Five Guys, McDonald's, whatever, or are you going to make your own burger? You know what I mean? Like if you had one next to each other, like screw that. Just name the most gourmet burger you can think of, you know, with a shake. Are you going to, if you had that on one plate and then on the other plate, you had like some burger you made at your own home with like, you know, and you barely know how to cook, which one are you going to eat? You know, you're going to eat the Fat Burger. The only way you're not going to eat that is if you have developed discipline and you're looking at life in a different perspective, because you got to look at those things differently. Okay. That's what I want to go over in this video is it's lifestyle change. It's discipline. So like eating that Fat Burger once in a while, even though it's poison, isn't going to kill you. If you're out there getting after it, you have a hard labor job, or you're just getting after it in the gym. You have an office job, but every day you're going to the gym, you're working out, you're burning those calories. Because at the end of the day, what matters is calories in versus calories out, or calorie. You know what I'm saying. You want to burn more calories than what you take in, or you want to have it at the same so you don't gain weight. That's the most simple thing, but that's another thing I want to get into one day. This video is getting longer than I want. I'm getting my point across, but like sometimes you can't trust those calories, even if you're counting them, even though you know how many calories you're going to burn a day. You know what I mean? But you know what? Sometimes you're going to have to backtrack it because but regardless, this is what I'm saying. Stop looking at things as a diet. It's a lifestyle change. And when I eat healthy, and when even if, like, for example, last night, I'm going to be honest. Last night, I had a chocolate chip cookie. It was fantastic. It was one of the best things I eaten all week. But I still lost a half a pound yesterday. I didn't gain any weight. That's because I had healthy food. I got after it. But if I had 5 cookies, if I had even 2 cookies, that could have flipped the scales in the opposite direction. So that, you know, it sucks that we are in a society now, in a world where we have to keep track of these things. Even if, because some people are blessed where they never had to, they were never fat and they never had to lose weight, and they never had to worry about these things, and they still don't. But there's people like you and me, whoever's watching this, if you've ever had to lose weight, or you're trying to lose weight, or even if you have to gain weight, we have to keep this on track for the rest of our lives. There is no dieting for me. I know, because I've lost weight and then I gained twice as much back. I know for the rest of my life, I have to keep track of what I eat. I don't have to log in my calories every day, but I know, you know, if I cheat a little bit today, tomorrow it's back on track, or it's going to snowball and I'm going to get fatter and fatter and fatter. If I have a beer tonight with a slice of pizza, we're fasting 24 hours tomorrow. That's what I do, and it works. And I've real quick, one more thing. The last 5 years, while I've been losing my weight slowly, there's many times where I have backtracked and gained 10, 20 pounds back. On Christmas break, I gained almost 20 pounds back. I was 222. And then I weighed myself. I was 234. Now I'm back down to 226. So I'm getting back down there. I know how to do it. I let my instincts take over. I ate as much pie and I ate as much stuffing, and I drank some beer. I drank some whiskey, and I did all that, and it screwed me up, you know? But anyway, I just wanted to go over that. Hope this helps somebody. Hope there's people out there that are like, that makes sense, or that's happened to me. I've got a lot of experience with losing and gaining weight, and I just feel like I need to share my opinions on it. I hope it helps somebody. You can always come see me live and ask me questions on Twitch. I stream now and then. Going to do that more in the future, but right now we're focused on this. You can always DM me on Twitter or Instagram. Those are linked down below at Codyatrix. But have a good day, night, wherever, whenever you are. Peace out.